Welcome everyone to the APH Virtual Excel Academy. Today is expressing your feelings through music. Now this session is built for our students who might have multiple disabilities, so we take it slow and easy, but everybody is welcome to be with us today. Welcome to the APH Virtual Excel Academy. Today is expressing your feelings through music. Feel free to say hi in the chat. We'd love to talk to you. This is expressing your feelings through music. Welcome, welcome. We are so glad to have you with us today. Hi, Nadia. Hi, Donnie. Glad to have you today. I'm going to let us get going. I'll just say it one more time for everyone. You are at the APH Virtual Excel Academy. Today is expressing your feelings through music, and we have our very special singer with us. We have Amelia Welsh. Hi, Amelia.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here today. I love seeing people say hi in the chat. Hi to Nadia and Donnie. So, yes, just as she said, we are going to be talking about expressing your feelings through music today. And we are going to break that down into all the levels and talk about basically every way that you can express your feelings through music. So, my name is Amelia, and I love to sing. I love to express myself through music. I think that I sing probably every day, multiple times a day. I love to sing, and I love to listen to other people sing. I love to listen to Taylor Swift. I love to listen to some country music. I just love to listen to other people expressing themselves through music. So, we're going to talk about feelings and emotions today and how you can express those through music. But before we talk about how you can express them, we need to talk about what they are. We need to figure out what are emotions and feelings. Can you pick up an emotion? Can you pick up an emotion and hold it? You can't. You can't pick up an emotion. It's not something that you can touch. It's something that you can think about. It's something that you know exists, but you can't touch it. So it's a really fun thing to think about. So, first, let's talk about what an emotion and feelings have in common. So, an emotion is something we all have. I know that you've all felt happy or sad, and we're going to talk about different emotions in a few minutes. So, emotions and feelings are really, really similar words, and we use them back and forth kind of as the same word sometimes, but they actually mean different things. So, let's talk about emotion first. So, emotion is something, okay, before I get into that, let me back up. I missed a step. So, emotion and feelings, they do have similarities, but the differences are in your physiological differences. And wow, physiological is a big word. What does that word mean? Physiological just means it's something happening inside of your body. So, physiological is the chemical reactions happening in your body. You don't even notice, but it's helping you every day. So, an emotion is a reaction that your body has. You can't touch it, but it's happening inside of your body. And different things are happening in your brain with neurotransmitters, all these science, fun science words we could get into. We're not going to talk about science too much today, but emotions are a physiological thing inside your body that are happening. So when the physiological emotion happens inside of your brain, you have a feeling. Your brain recognizes the emotion and it gives it a name. It says, that physiological reaction that's happening in Nadia's body or Donnie's body is happy, or that physiological reaction is sad. Your brain knows what the feeling is. So let's talk about some different feelings, because today we're talking about expressing those feelings through music. So before we talk about how we're going to express the feelings, let's talk about the different types of feelings. And we know now what feelings are. We know that feelings are the name that your brain gives to the physiological reaction happening inside your body. So I'm going to read some different emotions and feelings that we have, and then I'm going to use music to express them just as a fun introduction. So I'm going to read some feelings, and then I'm going to sing the feelings, and I'm going to express that feeling through my singing. And we'll talk a lot more about that as we go on today. But I just thought it would be fun to start out with some singing since we're talking a lot about music today. So the first word, the first feeling let's talk about is happy. Happy is a great feeling. It's when you're just so overjoyed, you're so happy. So how would you sing happy? I could say, happy, I'm so happy. And when I sang that, I smiled. My smile showed that I was happy. It expressed my feeling with a smile. And my voice was really high. It went up, happy. It had energy. I was excited to sing. And I think you can hear the happiness in the singing when I sang that word happy. Let's try another word. Let's try a different feeling. What about sad? Have you ever felt sad? Did you get really happy something was going to happen and then it got canceled? You couldn't go anymore and you felt sad. How would you express sad with singing? I see in the chat that Nadia says, yes, she has felt sad. I think we've all felt sad, and we need to understand how we can express sadness with music, because it's a very common feeling. We all feel sad. So I'm going to sing the word sad. And so let's listen to my voice and look at my face and just think about how I'm expressing the word sad. So here is me singing the word sad. Sad, I'm so sad. I'm not happy, I'm so sad. Could you tell that I was sad when I was singing the word sad? My body pointed down, my shoulders went down, my voice didn't have the energy that it did when I sang happy, when I was sad. It was, yes, I see in the chat, Nadia says it was lower. Yes, the whole time I was singing the word sad, it was lower. My body went lower, my voice was lower, the energy was also lower. That is a very good observation, Nadia. Thank you for sharing. So it was very lower, and you could tell that I wasn't happy. You could tell that I was sad. Let's try a few more of these words. Let's try angry. Have you ever felt really angry or mad? You really wanted to have your favorite lunch, but your mom said that you're not having that lunch today, you're having it tomorrow, and you are just so angry because you were excited for that lunch. I know I've felt angry before. And I see in the chat that Nadia says she has also felt angry. Angry is a very common emotion. Anger is very common. It's a common feeling to have, just like happy and sad. So I'm going to sing the word angry, and I want you to think about how you would express feeling angry in music. And then when I sing it, see if I'm doing some of the same things that you were thinking about. And then we'll talk about the different ways that I was expressing and sharing the way that I was feeling angry. Okay, have you thought about the feeling of anger and how would you express that? Now I'm going to sing it. Angry. I'm feeling so angry. I'm so angry. Could you tell that I was feeling angry when I sang that? Let's talk about what I was doing. I sang it very loud. It was loud. Oh, Nadia, right on time, just put in the chat. It was louder. It definitely was. It was louder. It was aggressive. It wasn't as pretty to listen to as when I sang happy and even sad. That sounded prettier to my ears than when I sang angry. It was a harsh sound, a sharp sound. And anger is kind of a harsh, not very fun feeling to have. So if you're expressing that feeling, you can express it the same way that it feels. It doesn't feel very good to be angry. So if you were expressing that feeling through music, it probably wouldn't sound very pretty. And Nadia says in the chat, it went up and down. It definitely did. It was really all over the place, not very peaceful sounding because anger isn't a very peaceful emotion. Okay, I'm going to do one more example of a word with singing, and then we're going to move on and we're going to talk about what sharing means when it comes to expressing your feelings. But here's the last word that I'm going to sing. Confused. Have you ever felt confused? Somebody said, "Hey, can you come over here?" And you said, "Why?" And you were confused. You didn't understand what they were asking. I know I have felt confused many times. So how would you express the feeling of being confused in singing or music? Just think about it for a minute. Think about what you would do if you were confused. And now I'm going to sing the word confused, and I want you to see if it matches up with what you were thinking. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Could you tell that I felt confused when I sang that? What did I do to express my feeling of confusion? I went up and down. I went up at the end of the phrase. I'm so confused. When it goes up at the end, it sounds like a question. If you ask a question, you say, "How are you doing today?" And it goes up at the end of your sentence. "How are you today?" It goes up at the end of the sentence. Because a question is kind of a confusion. You're looking for an answer. You want an answer. You're confused without it. So when you sing the word confused and you go up, it kind of expresses that you're confused. You don't know the answer. Also, with my body language, I was looking to the sides. I looked left. I looked right. I was looking for the answer because I was so confused when I was singing. I was just looking around. So I used my voice to express how I was feeling. And I also used my body language to show I was feeling confused. So now that we've talked about some different feelings and how we can express them, let's talk about what expression is. What is an expression? I like to think about expression with music as sharing. I know when I was a little kid, I had to learn how to share with my siblings. I had to learn how to share my toys, share my time, especially toys though. When you have siblings, you have to learn how to share your toys, and sometimes it's very hard. But when you share the toys, you both get to enjoy them. If I wouldn't let my sister play with my doll, she would just go be sad by herself, and I got to enjoy the doll and she didn't get to have it at all. But if I shared my doll, we got to have it together and it was more fun that way. So sharing in music is the same as sharing a toy with one of your siblings or something like that, because if I share my feeling, if I share my feeling of happiness with you through music, then you get to experience happiness too. I'm feeling happy and I'm sharing it with you, and you get to feel happy too. And I think it's more fun when we get to share those feelings. So, why is it so important to express or share these feelings? Well, we just talked about how it's more fun for everybody if you're sharing. And it's just when you're sharing your feeling, it's a healthier way to express it. If you're really, really angry, remember we talked about anger a minute ago, and I sang the word angry, and I showed you how it was jarring. Nadia said it went up and down, it was all over the place. We sang anger. When I shared that with you, then I didn't feel angry anymore. I shared my feeling and then I could let it go. So, sharing your feelings through music can be a really good way to help work through a feeling that you're having, like anger. So, let's talk about communicating and sharing your feelings with all the people around you. So, here is a little story example of a feeling. If it's your birthday and you're about to have your favorite birthday cake with your friends or your family, you probably are going to feel really happy. And if you're happy, you might smile. You might smile really big to show you're so happy, just like I did when I sang the word happy earlier. And that smile, even if you didn't say a word, you didn't say, I'm happy. You didn't say, I'm not happy. All you did was smile. Everybody would know that you are happy because you are expressing and sharing your happiness through a smile. And you can do that with music as well. If you're singing a song and you're smiling, even if the song isn't a happy song, people will still think it's a happy song because of your smile. So, a smile is a great way to share your happy feeling. And in music, it's a great way to share your happy feeling too. When I first started singing a long time ago, I did not smile when I sang. I looked like this. If you put your hand on your face or you just let all of your muscles go, I had no expression. It was just nothing. No smile, no frown. I didn't look happy. I didn't look sad. I just looked like nothing because I was nervous to sing, so I wouldn't have any emotion. And people would come up to me after I sang and they would say, I loved listening to you sing. It was so beautiful, but you didn't look happy. You didn't look like you liked singing. You didn't look like you hated it either. You didn't look like you had a feeling towards singing. And I said, this is a problem. I need to show my feeling with my face and with my singing. So I started trying really hard when I was singing to show a smile if it was happy, or a frown or sad eyes if it wasn't happy, to help the people listening to me express my music understand what feeling I was trying to share with them. Because it's a little confusing if someone sings a really happy song, but they look sad. You're not quite sure if they're sharing a happy song or if they're sharing a sad song. They could be sharing a happy song because the words are happy, but they could be sharing a sad song because they look sad. So if you keep it consistent, and by consistent, I mean they're both the same. If you keep both happy, happy sound, and happy face, or both sad, sad sound, and sad face, it comes across better and you're sharing your feeling better, and people will know what feeling you're sharing. So now when I sing, I try really hard to share that emotion with both the way I sound and with what I'm doing with my face. So you can do that too. If you're expressing your feelings through music, you can practice different ideas with your face and with the way you sound to see what different people are thinking about how you're expressing your feelings through music. So let's try another story that shows what you're feeling. If you were going to your best friend's birthday party, your best friend's having their birthday, and you're going to their party, and then it gets canceled. They have to change the day. You can't go to your best friend's birthday party anymore. You might be kind of angry if you were really excited to go and they said, nope, you can't come anymore. We had to cancel it. You might feel angry. And what would you do? What would you do if you were angry? You might go sit by yourself. You might have a frown, the opposite of a smile. You might furrow your eyebrows. You might squeeze your eyebrows together and be like, I'm angry. And you would express that with all of the muscles in your face. You could express that by crossing your arms. And you could express that with how your voice sounds too. If you are making an angry sound, it's harsh and it's angry. You don't want to talk to anyone because you're so angry. Where if you were happy, you would sound, no, I don't want to talk to anyone right now. I'm happy, but I still don't want to talk to anyone. Do you hear the difference between those two things? If I said, I don't want to talk to anyone right now. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I can't talk to anyone. That would be anger. But if you were happy, you might say, it's okay. I just don't want to talk to anyone right now. I'm just not feeling very good and I don't want to talk to anyone, but I'm still happy. And I'm looking in the chat and I see that Donnie has said he would stomp his feet if he was angry. Yes, that is a very good example, Donnie, of something you would do if you were angry with your body to express your feeling of anger. You'd stomp your feet and you'd say, I'm angry. You probably wouldn't stomp your feet to show someone you were happy, unless you were dancing. Then you might, but that doesn't count in this situation. So we have talked about different feelings and how we express them and share them. And we just talked about a couple different story ideas, some situations that you might be in where you would have those feelings. So I want to talk more about music and the way it sounds when you're expressing a feeling. And before I talk about this, I see in the chat that Nadia said she would bang the wall if she was angry. And that's another really good example of something you would do if you were angry. You might hit the wall to show that you were angry. Hopefully you wouldn't hit it hard enough to hurt your hand or hurt the wall, but you might tap the wall to show that you were not happy. So thank you, Nadia and Donnie, for sharing those things. Okay, let's talk about different ways to express your feelings. And I think there are three main ways. There are three main ways that you express your feelings. And we've kind of already talked about them, but we're going to go over them one more time in a little bit of an order so it makes sense. So the first one is gestures. And Donnie and Nadia both gave us great examples of how you would express your feeling through a gesture. Donnie would stomp his feet if he was feeling angry. His gesture would be stomping. A gesture is a body movement. If I wave, I say hi and I wave my hand, that's a gesture. So when Nadia is angry and she bangs the wall, that's her gesturing that she is not happy, she is angry. So that's the first way you can express your feelings, is through a gesture, a body movement. Another way that you can express your feelings is through your words. You can say, I am angry. Or you can say, I'm really sad today. I'm not having a good day and I'm sad. Or you could say, I'm really happy today. I'm so happy. The sky is blue outside and I have a fun day today and I am so happy. So you can express your feelings through words. Just tell people how you're feeling. And the third way to express your feelings is very similar to the first one, gestures, but it's a little different and we'll talk about the differences. The third way is conduct. So what does conduct mean? Conduct means how you are acting. So how you're acting, you could be acting angry. How would you act angry? Well, you could act angry by using angry gestures, like stomping your feet, and angry words, saying, I'm angry. And you stomp around the house. And your conduct, the way that you're acting, is very angry. So people would know. People would say, oh, Donnie's angry. He's stomping his feet. They would understand that you were angry. If you were really sad, your gesture, you might start crying. You might cry and you start rubbing your eyes and blowing your nose. People would know that you're sad because of your gestures. You might cross your arms if you're sad. If you're sad and you express your feelings through words, you might say, I'm sad. I'm really not having a good day and I want to sit by myself and be sad. And that would be a way to express your sadness through words. And the conduct, the way that you're acting, you might go sit by yourself. You might have a quiet moment where you just feel sad and people would see you sitting by yourself and they would say, they're feeling sad. I can tell from their gestures and words and conduct. So now that we've talked about 3 ways to express and share your feelings, and those 3 ways are gestures, words, and conduct, how does that tie in to music? Because we're talking about expressing our feelings through music today. Well, gestures, words, and conduct can all happen when you're singing or when you watch someone else sing or when you're listening to music. So let's talk about one of the examples from the beginning. When I sang, I'm confused, my gesture, I was moving my hands, I was looking around. That was a confused gesture. My words, I was saying, I'm so confused. I'm just so confused. So I was using my words to express that I was confused, and I was acting confused. My conduct was confused. I was looking to the side, I was looking around trying to find the answer. So you could tell that I was confused by my gestures, my words, and my conduct. And you could also tell by the way my voice sounded. And that is special to music. If you're just talking, well, if you're talking, you could still tell when someone sounds confused. But if you're singing it, the confusion sound, like we were talking about earlier, it might go up at the end. So that is a little clue to tell you that someone is confused. So let's do a little bit more singing as an example. So I want to tell you about this one song that I really love. And the name of the song kind of gives away the feelings that we're going to express. The name of the song is Happy and Sad. So, can you guess what feelings we're going to be expressing? Probably happy and sad, right? The name gives it away. This is a song by a country singer named Casey Musgraves, and I just really like this song because it's both happy and sad. And you might think to yourself and say, how can a song express more than one feeling? How can a song be happy and sad? Well, I'm going to sing a few lines of this song, and then we'll talk about how it sounds happy and sad at the same time. Because a lot of music expresses more than one feeling in different parts of the song. So let me remember how the song goes. Is there a word for the way that I'm feeling tonight? Happy and sad at the same time. You've got me smiling with tears in my eyes. I've never felt so high. Okay, let's talk about those words because you might not have been able to hear the words when I was singing it. So I said, is there a word for the way that I'm feeling tonight? I want to express my feeling in this song. Is there a word for the way that I'm feeling tonight? And then she says, happy and sad at the same time. And I'm looking in the chat and I see that Nadia has said what I was about to say. Nadia says, the word smile told me that she is happy. And that is exactly what I was thinking, Nadia. The next line of the song says, you've got me smiling with tears in my eyes. So she's smiling, but the tears let you know that she's sad at the same time. Her smile is the happy and her tears are the sad. So that song is a really good example of a way to use your facial expressions and words to show your feeling. When she says happy and sad, you know that's what she's going to express. And then she'll smile, and then she has tears in her eyes. And you don't usually cry when you're happy. Sometimes you cry when you're happy, but in this song, she's crying because she's sad. But she's smiling because she's happy. And I really like that song because sometimes you can feel two feelings at the same time. Have you ever felt happy and sad at the same time? It's a very strange way to feel because you want to express your feeling, but you don't necessarily want to express happy because you're sad, but you don't want to express sad because you're happy. It can be very confusing. So maybe you should express confusion. But this song is a really good song for when you're feeling happy and sad because you can sing it and express both of those emotions at the same time. So another quick example of a song that I like to use to express a feeling is You Are My Sunshine. Have you heard of this song? You Are My Sunshine. I love this song. I used to sing this all the time. It's a really happy song. You can use it to express happy, but the words of the song are actually sad if you listen to the words. And I'm only going to sing the first verse, which doesn't tell you all of the sad words, but I'll explain to you the story and how it's sad. But when I first heard this song, I said, that is such a happy song because it sounded very happy. But then I read the words and I realized it's also a little sad because the story in the song is a little sad. So I'm going to sing You Are My Sunshine, and I'm going to sing it happy. So listen to the way that I sound and look at my face, see if I'm smiling, see if I look happy, to see if I'm expressing my happiness through this song. Okay, here is You Are My Sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Could you tell I was expressing a feeling of happiness when I sang You Are My Sunshine? Just think about it. Could you tell I was happy? When I sang You Are My Sunshine, was I smiling? I'm looking in the chat and Nadia says it started louder and then got quieter. That is a great observation, Nadia. You are correct. It got quieter because it got louder and I didn't want to sing too loud. But that is also a great way to express a feeling, is through how loud or soft you're being. If you remember a few minutes ago, we talked about being angry. And when I sang about being angry, I sang really loud because anger to me is a loud feeling. And when I sing sad songs, I'm usually quieter. I'm lower in the loudness level because to me, sadness is a quiet sound. And I can see that Nadia in the chat says it sounded like I was a little sad when I was singing the end of You Are My Sunshine. And I'll tell you the story of You Are My Sunshine and why it's a little sad. So the first verse that I just sang says, You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. So the person who is singing loves this other person who is their sunshine. Well, as the song goes on, we find out that the person who is my sunshine, they left. They don't want to be my sunshine and they left. So I am singing about how they were my sunshine. Please don't go away. I love you. Please don't go away. But they do. They go away. So it's a pretty sad song in the end because the person who is your sunshine and makes you happy when skies are gray, they just leave. So it's a beautiful, happy song, but the story is a little sad. So when you're singing it, you can choose how you express the feeling. You can decide. You can say, I want this song to sound really happy. It's about sunshine. I'm going to sing it happy. Or you could say, well, the story of this song is very sad. It's not happy at all. And I'm going to sing this song very sad. Or you could do both. You could be happy and sad at the same time, like the Casey Musgraves song. You could sing about the sunshine at the beginning and be very happy, and then towards the end, be very sad. Let's try that. I'm going to try singing the first bit of this song very happy, and then I'm going to be sad. So listen for when it changes. Listen for when I'm not happy anymore and I'm sad. All right, here it goes. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right, when you were listening, did you hear when I changed from being really happy to being sad because I realized my sunshine was going away and I became very sad? I'm looking in the chat and I see that Nadia says, second to last was sad. Yes, that line, you'll never know, dear, how much I love you. That is when I got sad. So you're absolutely correct, Nadia. Thank you for listening to that. All right, let's talk about how I expressed that I was sad, because Nadia knew that the second to last line is when I was sad. How did she know? Well, I got quieter, like we talked about a few minutes ago. I was singing really loudly with more energy for the happy part. And then when I got sad, I got quieter. I wasn't smiling anymore because I wasn't happy. And I got less energy in my sound, which adds to the volume if it's loud or soft, but it also just is how you listen to it. When I had energy, I was singing sunshine. And when I didn't have energy, it would be sunshine. There was no energy because I was sad. So you can see how even in the same song, you can express a feeling that's very different. Happy and sad are quite opposite. They're completely different feelings, but you can have them both be in the same song. So I would love to try a little game really fast, just a little game. If anybody would like to put a feeling in the chat, or you can say it aloud, you can raise your digital hand and say it if you want. Say a feeling in the chat, and then I will sing You Are My Sunshine with that feeling. I'll do my best to sing it with the feeling that you say. Okay, I see some different things in the chat. Donnie says happy. All right, I will sing You Are My Sunshine as happy, and listen to the different ways that I'm making it happy with my smile, with my energy, with my loudness. All right, Donnie, here is You Are My Sunshine, happy. And I'll just sing the first two lines. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. So that was happy, just like Donnie suggested. And you could tell I was happy, I was smiling, I had energy, and I wasn't singing super loud, but I wasn't singing quiet and sad. Now I see in the chat that Nadia says scared. Okay, that's a tricky one. So let's think about how would you say you're scared in a song? So I'll sing those first two lines again, and I'll sing them scared. And just listen and watch and see what you think I'm doing to express that I'm scared. And then we'll talk about it. Okay, here's You Are My Sunshine, but scared. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Okay, did that sound scared? Scared is a tricky feeling to sing, so thank you, Nadia, for choosing a tricky one. That's fun. So I tried to express my feeling of being scared with my body language, my conduct. I was looking around, looking for the thing I was scared of. I tried to express it. Yeah, I see that in the chat. Nadia says some slower and faster. I was changing the rhythm of the song. I was changing the slow and fast of the song because When you're scared, you're not really thinking about keeping everything perfect the way it's supposed to be, like the song When I Was Happy. You're just scared, you're reacting. And also, my voice was shaking a little bit. It was, "You are my sunshine." Whereas when I was happy, I sang, "You are my sunshine." A lot more confidence when you're happy than when you're scared and you're just not sure what you're doing. You're so scared. So thank you, Nadia and Donnie, for choosing some feelings. That is really fun. And you can try that with any song that you want, or even just one line from a song. You could sing it a lot of different ways to express different feelings that you have. So let's talk a little bit more about words with songs because we've talked a lot about how it sounds and what you're doing with your body to express your feeling. But the words are very important because the words tell the story. So, using "You are my sunshine" as an example, the words are what tell us the sad story that the person just leaves. We wouldn't know that without the words. If we just had do 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 do. If we just had the sound but no words, we would not know the story. So words can be very important for expressing your feelings. And just like in the Casey Musgraves song Happy and Sad, she used words to express her feelings. She even said, "Is there a word for the way that I'm feeling inside?" She just said it flat out. How do I express the way I'm feeling? Happy and sad at the same time. So words are a very important way of expressing how you're feeling in music and also not in music, just in everyday life. If you didn't have a word to say angry, then you would use a gesture or you could use your conduct. But you can also use the words. So they're all three very important. And I think that words are a really fun way to express your feelings in music because with the example of "You are my sunshine," the words sound sad, but the song sounds happy. So it can be fun to use two different sounds, and that way it gives you a lot more options because when you're singing a long song and it all sounds the same, it's all sad. For 3 minutes, you're singing a sad song. That might get pretty boring. You might be bored of being sad. You might get tired of singing about how sad you are for 3 minutes. But if the words are sad, but the song sounds happy, you can switch it up. You can sound happy for one part and then sound sad. And you can make that work with the words to make sense with the story so people aren't confused, but you can use it as a way to express different feelings in the same song. So I think music is a really great way to express your feelings and your emotions. And I think that because I love to sing, I love to express my feelings through singing. Whenever I'm really sad, I like to play my guitar. And it makes me feel happy again because I just play my guitar, I play some sad songs that sound sad, that have sad words, and I get out the feeling of sad. I Instead of having it just sit inside of me and I feel sad, if I sing about feeling sad, it puts it out, it shares it with other people, and then I don't feel sad anymore. And that helps me not feel sad. If I'm really happy, I like to sing too. And I like to sing really loud and share how happy I am. And I think it's a really fun way to share your feelings. And because I like to sing and sing in front of people, it's a fun way to share that feeling with the people who you're singing to. So if I'm feeling happy and I sing a happy song, then the people who are listening to me can feel happy too. And that's a good way to share your feeling. And so you're not the only one feeling happy. You share that with other people. And that's really nice. And you can do it with instruments too. It doesn't just have to be singing. Singing has words, but like we talked about earlier, the way that it sounds, if it goes high or low or slow or fast, that can show you the feeling that's being expressed. So if you've ever heard a song that didn't have any words, it was just a piano or just a guitar or just an instrument, they're still expressing a feeling through the music. And you don't have the words to give you a clue. So sometimes it's a little trickier to find out what the feeling is. But if you listen to it, you'll be able to tell what the feeling is. So that is a lot of stuff that we talked about today about expressing your feelings in music. So we talked about how feelings and emotions are very similar, but they are different. If you remember, we talked about how emotions are a physiological, there's that big word again, physiological thing, and that just means it's happening inside of your body. You can't see it, it's happening inside. So your emotion is your physiological reaction happening inside your body, and then your feeling is the name that you give, the way that you feel after you have that emotion. So we learned about what an emotion is, and we learned about what a feeling is. We talked about different ways to sing words. We talked about how to sing happy or sad to show what emotion and feeling that you are feeling, how to express it. We talked about some examples of how to sing them at the same time with You Are My Sunshine and Happy and Sad by Casey Musgraves. And we played a fun game where you all gave me some feelings, happy and scared, to sing You Are My Sunshine with. And we talked about how you can use gestures, words, and conduct. And gestures just means what you're doing with your body, you're moving it around. That's your gesture. Your words are obviously your words, what you're saying. And your conduct is how you're acting. If you're crossing your arms, you're acting mad. If you're sitting down smiling, you're acting happy. And so we talked about how those three things can be used in music to express your feeling. So this week, if you hear a song on the radio or you just hear someone singing a song, maybe stop for a minute and think, what emotion are they trying to express? What feeling are they sharing with this song? If it has words, you can listen to the words. It might give you a clue. If it doesn't have words, you can listen to if it goes up or down, if it's fast or slow. You can just listen to it and you can think if it sounds happy or sad or angry, all of those different feelings that we talked about today. And I'm really happy that you all came today and listened and learned about expressing yourself and your feelings through music, because it's something that I love doing and I think it's really fun, and I think you should all try expressing your feelings through music. So thank you guys so much for joining me today for this lesson. It was so fun and I loved hearing all of your thoughts in the chat.
And it was wonderful hearing you sing, Miss Amelia. Always a joy. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you all for joining us today. If you are wondering what is next week on Tuesday, we're doing Candy Canes and Canes. It's a party with invited stars entry guests. On Wednesday, it is What is Blocker Cars? And then on Thursday, Built for You is Me and My Senses. Hmm. Okay, well, next week is the last week also of the Academy for 2020, but we will be back in 2021, but at a new time. It will be at 3 p.m. Eastern, so 1 hour later than what it is right now. Anyway, thank you, Amelia.
Bye,
Was
everyone. Bye, Amelia.
fabulous.
It was so fun.